Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ballewga, and welcome back to another episode of Why Did I Win? Some of you guys have been asking for a Fizz Jungle game, so I've been playing some Fizz, and we have a gameplay of him today. I don't think Fizz is that great of a jungler, though. He's okay, and in solo queue, it's not a problem. You can play a lot of things and win with it, but really and truly, if you want to play Fizz, it's probably better in the mid lane. However, he's not terrible. So, anyways, I have a really good gameplay of him, and that's what we're going to be doing today. The runes I used are these, and here are the masteries, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so here we are in game. First things first, music is the Gold, Silver, Crystal Surfing Theme remix. We've listened to it a bunch because I really like this song. But it kind of fits Fizz, I guess. Not really, but it's a song about water, kind of. So we'll use it for the Fizz video. Now, as you can see, probably by the video length, I don't know how long I'm going to take talking about this, but you can definitely see it down here. This was a 20-minute surrender from the enemy team. We got kind of lucky early game, and then Fizz, he is an assassin, and he does do plenty of damage, so if you get ahead early, you will be able to snowball and plow through the whole game and then end the game early. So that's what happens this game. Like I said, Fizz isn't fantastic in the jungle. I don't know, I've been trying him ever since people asked for him because I do like Fizz a lot. I'm rank 5 on him. I play him quite a good bit whenever I'm playing mid or whenever he is good in the jungle. I certainly play him in the jungle, but right now I just don't think he's the best. I tried a lot of different runes and masteries. Sometimes going for Strength of the Ages, sometimes going for Thunderlords, which is what we used in this game. And by the way, I'm just standing here, it's the same thing as if I'm on this team, I stand here. If I'm on this team, I either stand here or here. Just seeing if they're going to invade, and a little after 120, I'll ward it. But I do actually start my blue this game. I don't always start my blue, but their Lee Sin, not only is it a Lee Sin, and most Lee Sins in lower elos try to cheese at your buff, but he also had Fervor of Battle. And that's really weird, and it's a really offensive kind of Lee, because if he's going Fervor, he's probably 18-12, I don't know. Just loading into this game, I felt like he was going to invade. I don't know if he actually did or not, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to start in my blue, I'm going to clear it, then I'm going to go do Raptors in red. You get your W at level 1, you get your Q at level 2 because it's technically an auto reset. It's not really, but it applies on hits again. So you can think of it as an auto reset. So what you want to do is as soon as an auto lands, you want to use your Q on a target. And I will do that a couple times. I'm not going to point it out, but just pay attention to the background and you'll see it. However, yeah, you get W at level 1, you get Q at level 2, and then you max E first. I don't know if everyone knows that, but you do max E first on Fizz. The cooldown goes way down, and it does a lot of damage, and having all that utility that E provides is very good. So you definitely max E first. However, you don't use it that much in the jungle because it costs like 110 mana even at rank 1. I think the mana goes up or something like that. It's really expensive, so I use it on the big camps like Raptors and either buffs just because there's a lot of monsters to hit, but I don't usually use it while clearing just because it's so mana expensive. But anyways, I was talking about runes and masteries. I just wanted to kind of break down the early clear on Fizz because it is very difficult. That's why I've been playing around with runes and masteries so much. As you can see, you just need to kite the camp around, so hit it and then run away, and hit it and run away. And that's the only way you're going to be able to actually clear the jungle. I tried Strength of the Ages, and the Strength of the Ages masteries were a lot easier to clear with, which should be kind of obvious because that whole mastery tree just gives you health regen and crap, so that'll make you clear a little bit easier. However, you'll do a lot less damage, and on Fizz, he's so slippery that is it really important to get the health from Strength of the Ages? I don't think so. Here, Fiora and Sion got in a fight, and I was super greedy, so I'm just going to dive the Sion and get money. I wouldn't do that if I was a professional player and on LCS or something. That's not something I can definitely recommend, but in the end, Sion's going to miss a lot of experience because he's dead, so he can't teleport in to get more experience yet. I think he is going to teleport soon, but 1, he misses out on EXP, and then 2, me and Sion both get gold, and that might put Fiora a little behind, but it puts me ahead, so that's why I can't say I recommend doing it, but I got some money. So anyways, I finished off the Sion, and then thanks to killing him, I am going to be able to get my Stalker's Blade. I do usually go Stalker's Blade on Fizz. You can go Red Smite on Fizz too, just depending on if you're versus either an ADC jungler or an on-hit jungler, you'll want to go Red Smite. And if not, you'll want to go Blue. Blue helps you gank. Fizz is not a strong ganker, so you kind of need that. And you could go green, I guess, but I don't usually go green on Fizz just because, you know, he's the kind of champion you want to offensive smite with. Now, basically, Sion flashed in their fight earlier, and then we know Sion and Fiora are getting a fight, and Lee Sin's not around, so I'm definitely going to jump straight onto Sion. We are going to get him right here. However, in his passive, he's going to chase down the Fiora. She should have let me finish off Sion and have already been running. But in the meantime, she was going to die either way, but Gangplank teleported in, and he didn't want to teleport for nothing, so he actually flashes to make sure that he gets the kill on Fiora. So, not the best, but it does mean that both of Gangplank's sums are down. So I might go mid or whatever and try to punish this Gangplank. But they actually are lane swapping, which is weird, because I think Sion would definitely have been a better top than Gangplank, but whatever. They lane swap. And then Fiora still has her TP, and as you know, Gangplank's out of sums. So Fiora teleports in, and we're going to finish off the Gangplank. And then this is what I was talking about, how we kind of got lucky. I don't know why the enemy team did this, but they kind of just kept running in 2v1 over and over again and kept giving us kills. So now I'm leaving top 2-1-1, and Fiora's 1-1-2, and I can certainly snowball off of the score. Now, hopefully, I'll be able to finally talk about the Masteries. Basically, you don't want to go strength of the ages because it does give you a little more health, and I mean, health is useful, but really, you'll miss out on the damage from Thunderlords and the Precision Mastery a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I think mid lane Fizz is better, because in mid lane, you can take health per level runes, but you can't do that in the jungle. You have to take armor runes. So, it's weird. I don't want to go straight to the Aegis because I feel like it's really weak clear, so then that gets you back to Thunderlords, and you definitely want 12 in offense, or Ferocity, or whatever the hell it's called, because that's going to make you do a lot more damage too. But as you might have noticed, I took Feast and Assassin. You might think on Fizz, since he is melee, you want to take Double-Edged Sword, but that is going to completely destroy your first clear. You'll probably get executed if you take Double-Edged Sword over Feast. So you just take Feast, and then you take Assassin to kind of balance it out while you're by yourself. If you have Assassin, obviously you'll do a lot of damage. So those are the best masteries, and the runes really make a big difference too. Normally on champions, if you're having a hard time clearing, you can just keep adding in more attack speed until you have an easy clear. That's kind of what I did on Echo. Just throw in attack speed until it's easy. But on Fizz, attack speed is not that great on him. It's okay, because his W isn't on hit when active, but it's so much better to just get ability power. And stacking ability power, believe it or not, will actually make clearing the jungle a little bit easier. So normally on Fizz, and then as you can see here, my bot lane gets ganked by a whole goon squad, so they are going to fall down, but it's okay. I'll come help them out soon. And I am going to give this blue to my LeBlanc. The one thing about Hunter's Potion on Fizz, basically if you are planning on giving your blue to your mid laner, and in this case I was going to give it to LeBlanc, I'm fine with that, then you need Hunter's Potion. If not, you don't really have to have it. But anyways, attack speed doesn't really work on Fizz. And normally you would want to take CDR blues on Fizz, but instead you just replace them with ability power, and then you're able to play jungle. And that's it. That's enough about the item set. Sorry, I wanted to, or the masteries. I wanted to say it early, but it took a while. Now here the enemy team's doing dragon, and it's not a terrible idea for them to do dragon. I'm just gonna kind of slow it down, but it's kind of a bad idea because I'm level 6, and my LeBlanc's here, and both me and LeBlanc are very good assassins, which means we'll be able to slip in when we need to, kill a target. Like here, I ult the Lee Sin, and I'm gonna finish him off. I am going to dodge this Sion knockup, and then here's Tristana. She doesn't have her ult. If she did have her ult, I definitely would have been dead, but since she doesn't have her ult and Dragon's hitting her, I'm going to go ahead and smite her and WQ through her, and then Sion's going to run away towards me. I don't want to turn and let him spam his Q really quickly. I wasn't sure if that would kill me or not, so I'm just going to let Caitlyn finish it off. He's going to come up, but I had my E up, which I do use to get back over the wall. And then Braum is running away. Me and Caitlyn finish off the dragon. Braum running for his dear life. Thresh misses his flay, but it's not a big deal because we have LeBlanc on the backside. Braum's shield saves him from just enough damage to where Thresh has to kill steal it. But in the end, that was 4 kills for our team. And we take the dragon. So, while I don't think it was a terrible idea for them to do dragon, they should have either completely committed to dragon or completely committed to killing me and LeBlanc. They were really split up, and I mean that's going to happen in solo queue. You know, not everyone's on the same page, but because of that, we were able to pick them off, and then now I'm super ahead. I mean, I'm 4-1 at 8 minutes and 45 seconds in the game. I'm way snowballed, so it's a pretty easy game from here. This is a why did I win, so, you know, I should focus on why I actually won, but, you know, it wasn't really complex, this game. I just kind of was smarter than them early. I really wanted to make this video to kind of focus more on what you need the setup for Fizz so that you can actually jungle him, which I already covered most of it. And the build, I guess we can switch to the build now. You are going to go Runic Echoes, obviously. You can go Devour Fizz, it does exist, but I think it's really bad because Fizz's ult, it only increases magic, no, what does it do? Amplify magic damage by Fizz, except the actual spell, by 20%. So it won't increase your auto attack damage when you ult somebody. It will increase the on hit effect of Devour, but it's weird. It's really, you're gonna do a lot more damage if you just go Assassin, and your kit is kind of made to be an Assassin. So, I mean, I don't really know why you'd go Devour Fizz. I mean, if you just want to try it out, you know, you just feel like playing it, I guess, in a normal, yeah, go ahead. But if you're playing Fizz Jungle in a ranked, please just play AP Fizz. Now here, Sion, the thing is, I shouldn't be able to kill Sion like this, and he actually flashed the ult, so I'm going to flash in front of him so that his ult hits me, because I didn't want him to get away. And then all I have to do is run away. Sion, very useless in his passive. But I shouldn't have been able to kill Sion, really, that easily. I mean, I am kind of fed, but it just took 2 spells and Sion died. And the reason being, for some reason, the Sion would not stop building armor. And I mean, I understand that he wants, you know, Sunfire Cape, but he should have got a Visage or a Banshees first, because he was laning mid, which I also said is stupid, but whatever, he's laning mid. And then you've got me running around, and I'm super fed already on full AP Fizz Jungle, so you'll see he's going to go for Frozen Heart second, I think, and I just don't get it. It would make so much more sense if he had just gone for Magic Resist, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I got the win for it. He's not on my team, so I'm not angry about it, but I guess, you know, usually I try to focus on me in these videos, but really and truly, focusing on what everyone's doing wrong might help you in that certain scenario in the future. So here, I run into Lee Sin, and obviously I don't want to play with Lee Sin because I don't have any life. So I use my E to dodge his Q, but unfortunately Fiora was right behind me, so she gets hit by the Q. Lee Sin comes in, he flash ults, he does not ult flash because he's a scrub. But they knock the Fiora back, and then she is going to die since she did not have her flash. I didn't really get her killed. I wasn't asking for help. I knew I was fine to run away from Lee Sin because, you know, Fizz is just slippery like that. But Fiora was looking out for me. You know, once again, I'm not going to flame her or anything for that, but she's going to die for it. So that's unfortunate. Now let's get back to me. So the build, I don't think I ever finished talking about that. You obviously want to go Runic Echoes. Oh yeah, I went off on Devour. Don't go Devour, and then you could go Tank Fizz as well, but I hate playing Tank Fizz. I have tried it before, and I did actually win the game, but it's just, it doesn't feel like Fizz, man. When you don't die, but you don't kill anyone either. I don't like playing Fizz like that. So I recommend Runic Echoes, and then your second item, you're going to go for Lich Bane. It's not like Echo where I think that you should divvy it up, because all of Lich Bane is just so good on Fizz. The increased movement speed from the Aether Wisp, which as you can see I have here, great on Fizz. The Sheen, also great on Fizz. It applies on your Q. And then it's a good item. So here, I'm actually going to rewind it. I know you guys hate it when I rewind it, but I really wanted to commentate this fight, and I didn't realize it was coming up. So I'm sorry, but here we go. So I throw my ult on Lee Sin, and Lee Sin's going to run away. And then here, I know that I can finish off Lee Sin, so I E him. And then I accidentally Q Braum, I think. I meant to definitely Q the Lee Sin, but it's okay because it got me out of there. And Thresh is going to do me the favor of finishing off Lee Sin, so that's fine. So in here, Braum flashes away, and I was pretty sure, well, as soon as he starts his ult, I start my E. But unfortunately, Thresh also flayed, and I wasn't expecting the Thresh flay. The Thresh flay made me miss my E, and my E would have definitely killed both of them. So because of that, it makes it extremely hard for me to actually finish off the Gangplank, but I am going to finish him off myself. I know Caitlyn was ulting, but I wanted the money, so I finish him off myself, and then my Caitlyn's here, and they're just going to work on the turret. It was just really unfortunate because I was already, I had spammed Fizz's E. If you know how Fizz's E works, it has either 1 or 2 casts depending on how you use it. I had used the double cast to instantly come back down off of my troll pole, but if you hold it, then you can choose to come back, and if I had done that, I would have gotten the kill, but it's just, you know, it's just that solo queue crap where I didn't know Thresh was going to flay, but he does, and screws me over the end. I just wanted to talk about that. Now here, Sion, you know, this is why he shouldn't be building armor. That whole fight, yeah, look, he doesn't take any damage from Caitlyn, but LeBlanc can just harass him down to where either her or Caitlyn can last hit him. They can certainly do that when he's like 10 life, so definitely don't agree with this guy's build, and it's part of why I've won. But I mean, really and truly, they just screwed up a lot early game, and it gave us the game towards, we pretty much had it in the bag after that horrible early game for them. So now we're going to come take mid turret. I am going to one-shot it myself. Ignore this. I definitely came up and did 2,000 damage to that turret. And then I'm going to walk away because dragon's up. And they don't have a dragon yet, so, you know, you might as well keep out dragons. That's kind of my motto. You guys know that, probably, if you see my videos. But if you're shutting out dragons, might as well keep on shutting out dragons. So I come over to the dragon. However, I know that Braum wants to ward it, so he gets a little close. Me and LeBlanc are waiting in the bushes. Yeah, he blocks most of LeBlanc's damage, but that's okay because his shield eventually goes down. We're going to finish him off. Lee Sin ults me, but it does not actually execute me, so I'm okay here. Caitlyn heals me. She didn't have to do that. My E was up whenever I needed it, so I E over the wall. LeBlanc unfortunately can't reach this lantern, so she is going to fall to Lee Sin. And then me and the Caitlyn are just going to kind of run away, and I think the enemy team might actually take this dragon. We'll see. We'll see. I go clear the blue just because I wanted some health. And I was healing with my potions already, so if I can just clear the blue really quickly, it'll help me out. Lee Sin starts a dragon, and then we catch him. His team wasn't all on the same page. I think a lot of this was just their team, you know, not communicating well, or maybe they just got tilted after the early game, and then they have just all started playing bad. I don't know. That's why I'm saying it's not really wasn't the most difficult game to win. Just required a little bit of outplay early. But it was more, I wanted to get in a good Fizz Jungle video, so that's why we have this here. Now, the build, I don't think I ever... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if my commentary sounds like it's all over the place, because I'll be talking about something and then I look on the screen and something important is actually happening. But anyways, the build, Runic Echoes into Lichbane, into either Zhonya's or Abyssal. Now, I don't like building Zhonya's very early because it costs 3,500 gold, which is insane. Like, it kills me. They might change in the Mage update. I haven't read anything about the Mage update, but I'll certainly, you know, do an analysis of it when it comes out. It's not coming out. I think that's patch 6.9 and 6.8's next, so I don't know. But as of now, you want to get Abyssal and Zhonya's, and depending on the enemy team is which one you build first. So this game, since they were all AD, I did need to build Zhonya's, so that is what I'm going to start going into. And since I'm really fed, it's not that big of a deal, but you'll be able to finish your Abyssal much quicker. But anyways, I come top. They're trying to kill my Fiora, but Fiora has Lee Sin ulted, so I know that if we kill the Lee Sin, Fiora's going to heal a lot, which is what we do. And then we jump on the Sion, and here, I am going to slow Sion with my red buff. You know, that's the one thing that I could do to help Fiora. Fiora is going to get away, and everything's fine. But yeah, that was just, you know, wasn't really that complex, but obviously if Fiora's ulting a target, you want to kill that target first to get up her ultimate heal. So we do that, and then she is going to heal, and it's going to be fine. And here, I fail my E over this wall. I swear to God, I've E'd over this wall before, and it just works half of the time, and it doesn't work the other half of the time, so I don't know what's up with that, but not a big deal. Anyways, the build, Runic Echoes, Lichbane, and then it's either Zhonya's or Abyssal, depending on the enemy team. In this case, I would obviously want Zhonya's because they're all AD, and if you just need Zhonya's as the item, you know, disregarding its stats, if you just need to enter stasis, then you can also go Zhonya's early. However, Abyssal Scepter is much cheaper, and it makes you do a lot more damage because of the magic pin, and you are going to go CDR boots on Fizz. I didn't say that, but always CDR boots on Fizz, because the more CDR you can get, the better. However, you can't really get 40% on Jungle Fizz. Another downside of Jungle Fizz, even the only way that you could do it is if you took 20% CDR from your rune page, and that would be the only good way to do it, and that would be really stupid. So anyways, you just want to get as much as you can. So get the CDR blues here. Here, Gameplank's chasing my LeBlanc. I don't know why. You're not ever going to catch a LeBlanc as pretty much any champion. So she gets away. I know that Gameplank's going to die in the bush, so I give him the BM emote just because, you know, I'm a toxic flaming piece of crap. But not really. It's just the emote. It's not like I bragged in all chat or something. But anyways, Abyssal or Zhonya's, and then your last item, that's up to you. You might feel like you need some health very late game, which is true because you want to build a single health item. So you can go actually Rylai's on Fizz. Rylai's is really good on Fizz because it always applies on your auto attacks because of your W. Your W's passive applies Rylai's, so you are always slowing targets. However, it's also really expensive, and you don't really see many Fizz players get it. Usually you just go for full damage, so if you want to just go full damage, you can get Void Staff as your last item, or even Death Cap, depending on how the game's going. But me personally, you know, I don't like being super squishy, so I probably would have gone to Rylai's if this game had lasted that long, which it doesn't. Obviously, it's a 20-minute surrender, but you know, that would be my preference. But Void Staff is good, Death Cap is good, Liandry's actually is pretty good too if you want that instead as a health item. But yeah, that's about it. So I think I covered everything, even though it was very, very all over the place. We got all of the build down, so now we can just talk about the game. However, at this point, it's pretty much over. Like I said, there's not really too much that we have to do. I mean, pretty much at this point, I wasn't really focused on how am I going to win this game. I was just worried about can I boost my KDA, which I am going to do, so we'll get to see me kill some people. But all in all, it was just an early game Snowball, and Fizz is definitely a great champion for snowballing, but the downside is that it's just really hard to actually do that well early game. His first clear sucks, unless if you take really bad masteries, then it's actually good, but then, you know, is it really worth it? So I just think he's better as a mid laner, but he's fun to play, and this was a ranked. This was a ranked at my elo, so it's not like you can't win with him in your ranked matches, but if I was really trying hard on an AP champion, it would either be Echo, Elise, or Nidalee, which I don't play Nidalee, but she's definitely a good champion. Here, Lee Sin throws his Q at me, I am going to flash to dodge it, and then all we have to do is harass. As you can see, Sion is going for that Frozen Heart into Ninja Tabby. I have no idea, but basically that just means LeBlanc's going to be able to harass him down, and then when he gets too close like this, I'm going to be able to one-shot him, so we kill him. Thresh is going to die, but, I mean, Thresh was dead whether Sion beat him to death or not. And then these three are chasing us. I could definitely one-shot Lee Sin, depending on if he got too close. So I wasn't gonna charge in and die, but I was also not running away that harshly. LeBlanc decides to go for the kill, but unfortunately she can't one-shot Lee Sin, and Lee Sin uses his ult to finish her off. I come in to slip slide, get the last hit, and that's gonna be the game. So that's it for Fizz. I know this commentary was kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to cover most of the stuff about Fizz. The actual game, you know, I didn't think there was that much to talk about. It was just kind of beating them early game and then snowballing into the late. But yeah, so that's it for Fizz Jungle. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, as always, you know, you feel free to ask me any questions about Fizz. If you want to ask me about certain items or whatever. If you want help with early game stuff, you know, if you need more explanation, feel free to ask in the comment section. That's perfectly fine. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.